Remember the good old days before the evil mouse got his hands on Deadpool and the X-Men, where the future of the X-Men franchise was very bright, and we got that epic photo of actors that would get recast? Look, I know I've made the promise I would stop taking jabs at the X-Men franchise every chance I got, but it's so hard. It is so hard. Anyways, let's talk about the X-Men franchise. Let's talk about the original plans. We all know that with the success of Deadpool, there was a lot of things in motion, things that they wanted to try to get under control, multiple TV series, spin-off films, core X-Men films, everything was in development, Gambit was in development, a Multiple Man, it was all over the place. Now we recently learned, which you guys can check out down below, I will leave the article linked in there, what the original plan was for the X-Force trilogy. Yes, you heard me right, 3 X-Force movies were planned. Now, the writer behind it was like, you know what, I'll talk about it now. It's probably never going to happen. So what was it going to be about? Well, it was going to be about the mutants that aren't exactly, part of Xavier's whole, entourage of X-Men in the spotlight and all that, right? They're not those guys. This was going to be the other people out there, the ones that aren't as lucky to be able to be living in this mansion, to have the X-Men backing them. How is it out there when you're just a regular that people kind of just discriminate against you because you're a mutant? Well, that was going to be the core of X-Force. One of the things they were going to go for is a mentor role for Cable, and Cable was going to have a darker approach as opposed to what we see with Xavier, and he was going to be the one that's like, hey, look, there's this kid right here who hasn't figured it out. There's this kid right here who's being bullied because of these mutant powers manifesting, and Cable was going to be the militant force, he says, behind this. And, it's an interesting idea. It's not really, X-Force, though, if that makes sense. If you read X-Force, specifically, the most notable run from, Remender and stuff, that's definitely not X-Force. I can see why this never ended up moving forward, because X-Force is not about the kids and such. It's about, a almost covert team of mutants that barely anybody knows about doing secret black ops. So maybe down the road we can get this properly. But overall, I'm kind of glad this didn't happen. Again, I'm not insulting the X-Men, but this just doesn't sound like X-Force. Anyways, speaking of X-Force, if you guys would like to check out our Deadpool 2 audio commentary, it is now available to members of the CBC channel. It's on there. We talk a lot about this film, the elements we like, the things we didn't like, and the future of Deadpool, this version, in the MCU.